Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, you're just now
No, no,
recording.
no. I have Otter AI because I like to take good notes. But
Oh, okay.
now this is the official.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we have a choice in the school systems. We have a choice. We can either enhance the curriculum, or we can do both. We can enhance the curriculum to force our children to be able to use more critical thinking. Listen, at the end of the day, AI is a machine, right? It's 1100 IQ. I get it, but there are things personally within each individual that AI can't tap into for as a personal individual, right? And so, there the curriculum is going to have to become more creative, and maybe it's going to have to challenge AI, right? It's give it an opportunity to have the children use AI to use that information just like you would use the internet back in the 90s to create something a little bit more, just a little bit more. I don't know. You know what I mean? Instead of fighting against it. Listen, fighting against it is not going to be the answer. You have to find out, how do we use these systems and still develop our children? That's it. Because ultimately, college and schooling is to teach you how to problem solve, is to teach you how to use tools, to teach you how to be a leader, right? And lead. And that's part of it. How do I use this technology and tools? You can't ignore it. It's here. It's already arrived.
Mm, yeah, you're absolutely right about that. What do you think about AGI, or do you know about AGI?
ATI, what
AGI.
is that?
Uh,
What?
Let me see. AGI. Let me see the acronym for that.
Generative
Artificial General Intelligence.
generative intelligence.
It's general,
As
not generative, but I guess that could
general.
be the same thing.
Yeah. Um as far as the images and the what does it do again?
So per Wikipedia, AGI, sometimes called human level intelligence AI, is a type of artificial intelligence that would match or surpass human capabilities across virtually all cognitive tasks. So apparently, we're not there yet. We're just in the regular AI phase, and this is, I guess, to say in superhero terms, this is super AI. So that's what this would be. This would be like a super. I don't want to do the
Listen,
whole
th-
comic book
this is
reference.
how
Yeah.
this is how I feel about it. This is what's going to happen, okay? And this is what has happened over time. This is what's going to happen. As we use AI, believe it or not, we the people are making AI smarter, okay? It is inevitable. AI is getting more and more intelligent because of the data and the information that it collects from us, how we use it, all of the information that we are pouring into. Is the only way that we can stop this machine is if we cease to use technology. That is the only way. Think about that for a second. The only way that we can stop AI is to cease to use technology. And let me tell you something. All of my older people who's out there saying, oh, I don't use online banking and I don't do this and I don't do that, I guarantee you, challenge me, unless you live in unless you live way out, and you live with those people that are just truly, truly underground, you are using some form of technology. If you catch the bus, you're using technology. If you use a cell phone, I don't care if it's a flip phone, I don't care what kind of phone it is, you're using technology. Even the water system in your house, everything is using technology. Your electricity is run by technology now.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have internet, like, I get it. And so you can't hide from it. So the only way to stop AI is to cease to use technology. And since that will never happen, AI will always get bigger and bigger and bigger. And because of the information and the data that we're pouring into it. And so what we have to do as a people, and this is something that I used to tell business owners way back in the day when I used to sell traditional media in the phone book to dentists, right? Let's
I
just use
think
a
I heard.
dentist for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
And they used to put ads in the phone book, and I used to tell them, "You need a website." Just stick with my phone book ad. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, listen, you don't jump on the bandwagon, you're gonna get left behind. Okay. So people are using technology. People are wanting to go to your website. They want to learn more about what you do, how you do it, where you are, what's your phone number. And if you don't have a web address and you don't have a website, you're going to be left behind. And then your competitor, who's 29, 30 years old, who just graduated college and has all this fancy technology that makes it easier for people to schedule appointments and to see his work and to make a decision to do business with him, you're going to get left behind. And so that's exactly what happened to our old school dental offices. Because what happens is their loyal customers, guess what they started doing?
What's that?
They started dying. They were dying. Let's just be real. They were retiring. They're moving to their island somewhere. They moved away. You get what I'm saying? Like, and so,
Mm-hmm.
and then their children and their grandchildren, they want to deal with someone who has technology so that they know that they are on using the same upgraded, right?
Yeah,
Technology options that they like to see. So yeah, my final thought on all of this is, if not for nothing, if you're not about it, you need to know about it so you know what you're faced with.
yeah. Whew.
And so, yeah, I don't agree with everything. I think it's pretty scary. It's pretty I think the scariest thing about AI is how fast it's going. That honestly, I think that's what has people kind of messed up a little bit, is that it is moving lightning speed right now. The people that are in the AI space can't even keep up with what's happening with AI. I'm sure when Alicia Little did
What you call
her
it? Or
what do
what
you
you
call it? Her
call it?
conference. By the time her conference was over, all those AI tools were like 10 times better. Like, honest to God, it is so fast. And so, you know, you stay away from it, you'll get left behind. Not for nothing, for safety reasons. I
Mm-hmm.
want to know, like, I'll bring it down. I want to know what these people are doing to kidnap you, to carjack you. Don't you want to see? You want to know? Okay, so I have to keep my car doors locked. So I have to do this. So I have to do that. Okay, they're putting tissue on the doorknob. If I don't know, then I can't protect myself. So
Mm.
you can hem and haw all day long, but it's here. It's not going anywhere. I had to call my advisor and I had to tell her, listen, we have to put together a phrase, because they can tap into your email, they can mimic your voice, they can call you and say, hey, I need $10,000 and I need you to send it to this account. Now they have safety measures in place, is what she told me, but at the same time, I had to create a phrase with her.
Yeah, I believe that. That's it's crazy. Crazy work. Whew. Wow. But yeah, the next I don't mean to make this into a nerd session, but hell, we're here, so why not?
What'd you say?
I said I don't mean to make this into a nerd session, but heck, this is where we are right now. We're here.
No, it is. I mean, I love this stuff. I don't
Yeah.
have the I wish I had. Back in the day, I used to call myself a tech. I'm not even gonna tell you what I call myself, but
Hey, go ahead.
back
Go
in the
ahead.
day, let's just say I was really, really into tech. I was really into tech, really, especially when cell phones came out and all. It was. Oh no, my dog.
What's wrong with your dog?
He's he's like having a hard time pooping.
Oh, give him an enema. You got a dog enema?
Ah,
Dog laxatives. I'm sure they have them. I don't know. Let me Google
they
that.
do.
Let me ask AI. What's a dog enema? Let me
And
try.
give him a little prune juice. But listen, also, how about we're becoming smarter? Like, listen, there's nothing you can't do now with AI. Nothing. Listen, I don't want to hear any excuse about you not knowing how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It is at your fingertips. You thought Google was something? You thought you could Google something? Oh my goodness. And yeah, that means that AI has have to be responsible. These technology companies and open AI, and they have to be responsible right now. What's happening? It's encouraging teenagers because it feeds you whatever you give it, right? And so they have a lawsuit right now over a kid that committed suicide. I get
Yeah,
that.
I saw that.
It's scary. But in any area, in anything in life, it's scary. It's scary getting married. It's scary having babies. It's scary walking down the street. It's scary eating organic fruit because you
No,
don't
I
even know.
don't think so.
You Everything is scary. It's not that AI is the only thing that's scary. It's not that technology is the only thing that's scary in the world. You have to educate yourself. You have to inform yourself,
Hmm.
and you have to make a decision on what will be your boundary. And you know what? One last thing I'll say, you also have to be curious and open-minded,
Hmm.
because I will say this to the death of me. I have a given right to change my mind at any point in time.
Hmm.
If I'm giving additional information about anything that I have said or spoken about, I have the right to change my mind because I'm more informed than I was before, right?
Hmm.
And that's just what it is. And so you have to be open-minded and curious enough to say, okay, this is where I stand today. Where do I stand tomorrow? I don't know.
Hmm.
But I'll continue to inform myself, and as the information comes, and maybe it'll shift, but
That's great. That's a great way. Yeah, indeed. We need to continue this on. Maybe we could do this regularly. Have talks on AI. Make it be a part of
yeah,
our thing.
yeah, I don't mind.
Hmm. For sure. We could even talk about beyond AGI, ASI, which is artificial super intelligence, which would outperform the best human. I mean, that's why I'm talking like that. It would outperform the best human abilities across every domain by a wide margin. So that's a step above. That's a whole that's a whole book that's published by Oxford University back in 2014. So there's a lot we could discuss.
2014.
Yeah, that's what ASI superintelligence was predicted by a an
Let
Oxford.
me tell you how amazing it is to live in the generation that we live right now. It is like, no, 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 no. My can you write this down for a topic for us to talk about?
Mm-hmm. That's why
My
the recording's doing
generation
that. The
is
AI
the
is doing it.
best is the best generation, I think, ever to be able. Let me tell you why. We were pre-internet. Do you understand me? We were pre-World Wide Web. We were dial-up. That's what we were. You understand?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We are watching the complete and total evolution of technology. Complete. From the crumbs. There will never be another generation like us. I'm going to hang up from you. I'm going to do a video about that.
Yeah, let's do that. We're
There
gonna
will
keep.
never, ever be another generation like us. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. There's never going to be another generation that will be able to say, I was there before it was there.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Phone calls and fax machines. That's it. Phone calls and fax machines.
Yeah. Whew. That was PDF emails.
Look, write that down for me. Look, text me that. That is a good topic. Phone calls and fax machines. Let's talk about
Okay,
it.
phone calls and fax. I'm gonna text that right now to you. Phone calls and fax machines. It will name
And put Donielle said it. Donielle said it. Phone calls and fax machines.
phone calls and fax machines. Yep.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do a video right now.
We can call one of these segments, one of these or these specials or these content bits. We can call it Open Clay Eye
Ah!
or Clay Eye. No, I gotta put you in there too. I don't want to make it all about me. Open Clay Clay Eye.
There will not. I'm gonna hold on. I'll call you back. I'm gonna do a video right now. Hold
All right,
on.
sound good. Bye. So you did a good video, huh?
No, it wasn't that great. I just wanted to say it on video and see if I can get some juice out of it. We'll see. I'll check it later.
We'll see. Yeah, indeed, we'll see.
When are you posting it? When is the when can I see the whole interview?
In a few minutes, I'm literally editing it as we speak. Because if I don't do it now, it won't get
Yep,
done.
I know how that
I
is.
know
Yep.
me because I've been, I'll be doing it later. Then later on, someone will come up, and then I'll be too
Mm,
tired. I'm not in the same groove. I'm just going to do it all in one take. That's why I said I'm going to cut down the editing because editing can be a lot. Even with AI, it's still quite a bit, you know?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So I'm literally doing that as we speak. So this will be a good way to pass time by as I'm literally editing our most recent episode. But I was just reading the reports. I've been curating a list of. I don't want to give away the secrets, but I don't even care. At the end of the day, people still got to believe in AI in the first place. But I think that all the positions that could be created from this AI revolution right now, especially for
Hmm.
people wanting to transition or the new college grads or whatever, are AI architects, prompt engineers, um, basically those type of roles. And
Hmm.
and so I think those are ones that we really gotta kind of be on the lookout for. I mean, because the reports are going to keep coming out about this company's laying off or the economy's bad. I mean, that's really nothing new under the sun. But I think the difference between now and before, we can see what jobs are being produced. Not like the Great Recession where people were just saying, okay, well, go back to school, do trade, and go to law school, go to get a PhD.
Yeah, it's true. It's not enough.
That's basically what they told us, especially, I would say, younger Gen X and most millennials, especially the ones that came up in my time, was to just not even to reskill. It was just get more educated. Then we kind of learned that might work for some, but not for everybody. So we
Hmm.
actually need to know what particular jobs can come out of this, not just well, just become a lawyer or become a PhD because there's job security in that. Because how those jobs, ironically, are going to be minimized or eliminated one way or another.
Yeah.
Hmm. And you know what job is really ironically declining in
Well,
AI software engineers? You're probably wondering why is that? Because because AI
the
can
very
do.
essence of what they do in problem solving and data collecting and all that is already done. But I don't see why their jobs should be going away. I see that their jobs should be enhancing. Like software engineers should be transferring into um how to like effectively using the AI tools, right? Like what tools are the most effective for what job, because I think people are still trying to figure that part out, right? If there isn't, listen, if ChatGPT was it, right? If it was just ChatGPT and you had different versions of ChatGPT and ChatGPT was the animal of all things, then yeah, I would understand that, right? But like there are so many different tools that are available. Software engineers have an opportunity where their job tasks are not the same, right? But being able to use what AI does is different. Um, until super AI comes, right? Because super AI, I think, is going to have the ability to know what the problems are before the problems come up. Be able to detect the problem, solve the problem, provide a solution, and then put in preventative measures all in one gulp, right? Before
Yeah.
you even finish drinking your coffee. But right now, we don't have the super AI. So, in my opinion, it's going to be the well, what are we using? How do we use it? And how do we get the data and information that we really need? Still, so they're still needed. They just need to learn how to change their job tasks. And not to put it on me, but like that's what happened with me when COVID happened. When COVID happened, I was in human capital management, right? I did human capital management for franchisees across the country, for franchisors across the country. And so I'm charged with managing franchisees during this very difficult time of holy shit, the world shut down. What do we do? Right. And in the retirement space, no one was thinking about setting up retirement plans or switching providers because that wasn't top priority. Right. And so I said, well, why don't we partner? Why don't you retirement partner with human capital management and come up with a solution to help them with problems that they don't even foresee coming? So if you think of a lawyer's office, right? They didn't realize that you need certain protocols and certain things in place to have remote employees, to request them to work from home, right? So what does that look like? You have to change job descriptions. You have to put in documents to protect your equipment, whether it be laptops or computers or phones. You have to put in different measurements. Now you have to change the measurements of their productivity. What does that look like? And so that's what we came in and did. We came in and kind of talked to them. Okay, what's your new protocol for now that you have remote employees? What's your new protocol for when an employee says they have COVID? You know, because there's HIPAA involved, and you can't just walk around telling the office that Clay had COVID, you know, because now you're violating his human, you know, his whatever HIPAA stands for, right? So,
Hmm.
you
I
know,
think it's
and so
hippopotamus or something. I'm joking. That's what I be thinking.
and so, you know, you just have to be, you have to take, listen, one thing I love about what I do is that my skill sets are transferable. You have to find out what are
Hmm.
your transferable skills. You
Yeah.
have to find out what your transferable skills are. That is the only way. Now, if you want to sit there and you want to focus on my job's going away and AI is taking away my jobs and all, if you want to focus on that, then have at it and see where it gets you. But if you want to sit down, write down, talk to AI and say, what are my transferable skills? How can my skills today be used in this AI world? That's what you need to do. And just to your statement of software engineers, that job is going to become obsolete. AI is taking away all the jobs. No, it's not true, because AI can't serve me coffee and breakfast. AI can't give me a massage.
Yeah. Yet.
AI is not taking all the jobs.
Well, on the note about coffee, you could have an AI coffee machine. That's more on the autonomous bot part. So it might not replace the barista, but it can sure make the barista's job more advanced or more autonomous. Think about
Yeah. Can I tell you something?
it. Yeah.
To this day, I still will pick up the phone and want to talk to someone. I will not chat. I will not do the email, the interactive. What I want to talk to someone on the phone. Better yet, I want to see someone in person. Where was I? I went somewhere and they said, "Oh, you can go online and do." No, I want to talk to someone.
Yeah, I hate that. I
There
hate.
are going to be some things, and that's why I said the people like things that what I do is very, very human connection, you know, human energy. Like I need to see, I need to touch, I need to be present with people. There are some avenues where people still are going to, when I tell you, Clay, listen to me. If you tell me right now that I can go to Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, to a restaurant and never talk to a human being, it's possible, right? Because that is possible, do you know what's going to happen?
What's that?
Humans are going to crave other humans. They are going to crave the human touch. When we went through COVID, we went out of our minds because we couldn't even touch another human.
Yeah.
The human touch is something AI will never, or maybe I will never say never at this point, right? We're leaps and bounds away from AI being able to duplicate the human touch.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are some things in some ways where businesses are going to excel because AI can't do my hair right now. AI cannot put these 24 inches of extensions in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't.
And there are some areas where AI is absolutely going to completely take over the payroll industry.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? Therapists.
Yeah.
Now, I think that therapy is important with AI because what do? I talk to my therapist. They give me homework and tools and resources, and I talk to AI and I say, okay, this is what I'm charged with. Break it down for me on a daily basis on exactly how do I implement these things so I can get better.
Mm-hmm.
But AI is still kind of a one way communication where AI is going to feed you what you give it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so a therapist can kind of dig a little deeper and bring out of you more than, and that's only from my experience. Truth be told, there's probably AI that can get more out of me. I just haven't pushed them to do so, right? But um yeah, we just have to learn how to work with it, Clay.
Yeah. I agree with you. I definitely agree. So that's a good place to really just pivot from there and launch from there. But I'm actually excited. I'm not really scared of it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, one of my favorite movies is The Terminator, or at least the first two Terminator movies. But I mean, I think that's what people automatically think of. I don't think we're going to get Arnold Schwarzenegger in a cyborg form. I mean, or T-1000, liquid metal.
Yeah.
But
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. Um, I'm not excited or not excited about it. I'm ready for it. There are times that I get annoyed by it, because you're gonna wonder what's real and what's not. People texting you, is this what they're really, or is this AI? But
but you could
again,
make the same argument that that's an extension of their thought. It's just well put out and thought out.
no,
It's
I
just the
agree a
output of it's
hundred.
the output of
You
your thoughts.
you and I already talked about this.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct. And it's like I wasn't at this convention, but someone called me and said, Donielle, you got to hear what happened because I know you're not going to be happy about what happened at this event. It was a mental health awareness. And it was a mental health awareness board or whatever. And you and I talked about this already, Clay, but they were talking about AI, and one of the people who's a celebrity, I won't mention her name, but she was just like, I don't need no AI to talk for me. I talk for myself. And it was kind of putting shame on AI. And it was so annoying to me because it was a black audience, right? And it's basically putting shame on technology that other cultures are using and are winning 100 times over. And it's like, that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion and what you're comfortable with. But don't shame other people that are using the tool. Do you think that you're being authentic if you use AI? Absolutely. Because I'm driving the bus. Do
Mm.
you think I'm authentic if I use Google? If I find out Google, what's the definition of this word and that word, and then I use said word, am I being authentic because I got the information from Google? Am I being authentic because I got the information from the encyclopedia? Like, it's still me. I'm the one that made the decision.
Yeah.
So to your point, why wouldn't I want to be better? Why wouldn't I want to make sure that my thoughts get across clearly and coherently and succinctly and um not filled with filler words and you know what I mean? Like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey.
I mean, let's just talk about it because um do you think the president, vice president, your senators, you think when they do their speeches, you think when they do their speeches and they go on stage, do you think that's impromptu? You don't think that they used some kind of system? They used the writer to begin with. You don't think they used some kind of a system to make sure that their inflection, their jokes, all of that, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
So what I need from you, Clay,
Mm-hmm.
is I need a testimony. I need
Okay.
you to do a video of meeting me. You need to do a quick video of meeting me and what you thought about meeting me and what I do, and how excited you were about the podcast, and just kind of what you thought. You're going to do that video for me.
Okay, I just like how you just volunteer me to do it. Yeah, I got you.
Absolutely. 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 This is what we're going to do. Not a ask, because it's not a ask. This is what we're going to do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. I'm going
Okay.
to go try to get this house clean before we have to leave and go to baseball.
All right. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.